right, hey everybody, this is Mrs. Clemens, and we are talking Regents Review, and we're talking about immigration and migration. And what this video is going to go over is the questions from your review packet. There's going to be another video that's going to go over how we would write an essay on this topic, so get ready. Alright, so this is exactly what it says in the packet, and because I live large, man, I took this from regentsprep.org. But it's very important for us to know that immigration is not a new thing. This is something that has been going on and on and on, and will be continuing to go on all through our history. And it is kind of interesting how we sort of, whoever's new, we don't like them, and then we get used to them, and then we love them. So I find that interesting. All right, so let's talk about how this actually started here. Manifest Destiny, the idea that we should expand from sea to shining sea. And so here's, like God has told us we must conquer everything, la la la. That's what I actually said. What were the effects of the American purchase of the Louisiana Territory? Doubles the size of our country. We got full access. So now we have both sides of the Mississippi River, so no one can take it from us ever. The ability to expand and move, so we can migrate. And there's new plant and animal life. And so here you could see the land that we actually got, and then you could see Lewis and Clark. They're wandering all over the place, seeing all the niftiness that we got. So we have the Louisiana Territory, doubles the size of the United States. It's amazing. It's glorious. But sadly, so that happened in 1803, 1820, where we're getting ready for the Missouri Compromise. And so basically those territories are now ready to become states. And we have a problem because we have free states and slave states, and we need to keep it equal. And so basically this is not us. We don't own it. Basically, they set the dividing line, 3630. They say, you're going to be free. You already were free. Maine, which used to be part of Massachusetts, is now going to be a free state. And, Missouri is going to be a slave state. And so, yay! I have to say, I really like that picture. I hadn't used it in the notes, and now I'm always going to use it in the notes. How did we gain the Mexican cession? So, we're hanging out with all of our nifty new land. Later on, we get Texas after a whole thing. Glorious, glorious. And then we have a fun little war with Mexico. And so, as a result, we got land. And so, we got California, Nevada, Utah, a little bitty bit of Wyoming, a little bit of Colorado, a little bit of New Mexico, and a chunk of Arizona from that. So, to the victor go the spoils. What was the purpose of the Compromise of 1850? Well, you could see that war was 1848. Now, 2 years later, we have to make another compromise. That's because California now is ready to become a state. And so we need to resolve more conflicts over slavery. And so now they say, California, you're going to come in as a free state. And these states, they're going to get to use popular sovereignty, where they get to vote to decide if they're going to be free or slave. And also the fun Fugitive Slave Act, where if slaves escaped to the north, that the northern authorities had to return them. Good times had by all. After Manifest Destiny was accomplished, what foreign policy did America start to get more land? Imperialism, because it was good, it was fun, and no one said no. Alright, so now we have all this land, and we're starting to get all these people moving in here, and so we start to have urbanization. What is urbanization? The growth of cities. Look, it's a city. I just can't imagine walking around there. I would fall down. List the negative effects of urbanization. In the late 1800s, disease, poverty, crime, crowding, lack of sanitation. It's dirty, it's gross. There are rats, like big angry rats. They'll eat you. They'll eat you! And so this is like a tenement. This is inside a tenement, and you can see things are really great there. It's happy. List the positive effects. Well, of course there are positive effects. They've got new inventions like skyscrapers and elevators to get up to the skyscrapers, mass transportation, which is nifty, and some new leisure activities. Now people are going to movie theaters to see plays, and also parks, and so Central Park comes out of that. I love you, Central Park. All right, what is a suburb? Well, it's the areas outside of a city. Some people would say we live in a suburb. Yeah. Watch, I swear to God, watch Edward Scissorhands. It's suburbia right there. What led to the increase in suburbanization following World War II? The baby boomers. And so all these guys, they're being born, people need houses for them, and they need to get new housing. There's not enough room in the cities. They move outside the cities. Oh my gosh, how are we going to get to work in the cities? Now they have interstate highways. You could see, guys, look at this. This is the baby boom. Bloop. Lots and lots of babies popping out. Look at me. I'm like all the way over here because I'm young. All right, some theories going along with all this stuff. We've got melting pot and salad bowl. Love this. Kind of makes me feel hungry. Melting pot is basically the idea that when everybody comes together, like we're like this big pot of like Velveeta, like we all. Hey, did you guys ever see the South Park episode where everybody became like gray people or something? It's kind of like that. Like we're all like indistinguishable. Like we're all one people. Like melting. Whereas salad bowl is like you can see the different ingredients in the salad. So like maybe my people are the tomato people. Oh my God, I'm the tomato people. But your people are the lettuce people. But our friends, they're the cucumber people. And so you have this nifty little graphic. This is a salad bowl where you could tell what all the different types of people are. Whereas a melting pot, we're all just goo. Oh, American goo. What is assimilation? Basically, again, the idea that, you fit into society. So, you're speaking the American language, you're wearing our super cool clothes. And so we kind of talked about this before with the Dawes Act. So remember, here's Native American, and he's all doing his Native American thing. And then, in order for him to get land and whatnot, they Americanized him. They made him assimilate and cut his hair and wear a nifty suit. Oh, you're so handsome. I'm just being funny. All right, old immigration. Now, here's the thing that's fun in social studies. We call it old immigration, but, like, isn't it all old? It's like history, but this is, like, super old, around early 1800s, late 1700s, where those people come from. Northern, Western Europe. Of course, we got many people from Africa, but they didn't actually choose to come here, so we don't really call them immigrants. Isn't that nice? Oh, and so you could see here, and even though this is colonial times, you can see the same thing, that you got the Germans, the Scots-Irish, the British convicts. Good job, guys. And yeah, you've got Africans coming, of course, not by choice. Why did the people come to America? Political, there's some revolutions happening at home. They want to have some freedom. Yay! Social, religious freedom, like our good friend, the Puritans or Pilgrims, whichever you want to call them. Economic, getting more land, more money. So yeah. New immigration, where did those folks come from? So again, new immigration is like late 1800s, early 1900s. These fine folks came from Southern and Eastern Europe and Asia. And so you can see here, now, so Norway and Sweden, that's Northern Europe. Now we're talking, Russia, Ireland, yeah, some of those guys came before, but, now we're talking Poland, Austria-Hungary, Italy, China, and Japan. Why did these fine folks come? A lot of them have been facing religious oppression. Oh my God, forever. I was looking for scenes from Fiddler on the Roof that talked about pogroms. And now, after looking at all these pictures, now I want to watch Fiddler on the Roof. If I were a rich man. Okay. The whole idea of rags to riches, the streets are paved with gold in America, which I so need to find that place. Economic, that they're hoping to get jobs. And obviously there were a lot of jobs. We loved having immigrants come because they'd work for practically nothing. What's nativism? The belief that Americans that are born here are superior over immigrants. Don't take that to mean Native Americans. That's cray-cray. But yeah, so you saw things like help wanted. Irish need not apply. Oh my God, I don't know how to read. What laws were passed. And these are just a couple of examples, like the Chinese Exclusion Act, Gentleman's Agreement. Chinese Exclusion Act obviously dealt with people from China. Gentleman's Agreement dealt with people from Japan. Then there were Quota Acts, National Origins Acts passed in the 1920s. I love this, that there's some weird thing that's chasing this poor guy from China. I have to tell you, I'd want to run away too. And, take a minute and kind of pause this and look at this. And you can see, the old immigrants, where they're coming from, the new immigrants. I think it's really pretty cool, why they left, why they came. So pause it, look at it, do it now. All right. Modern immigration, so now we're talking today, actually kind of like 1950s to the present. Latin America, Southeast Asia, so like Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Taiwan, and India. And so this is as of 2010. So you've got Asia, Mexico, Central, South America, Caribbean, Europe, all other regions. Pause it and look at that. Why did these people come to America? Honestly, guys, the two big things, economic opportunity and, bad things are going on in other parts of the world, and they want to avoid that. And what do many people feel should be done? All right, well, this is a huge debate. There are some people that say we need to just grant these guys citizenship or come up with an expedited way. The negative things are, we need to have even more laws restricting immigration. Maybe we need to have more deportation. And I like this political cartoon from the 2012 election. And you've got, we will track them down no matter where they try to hide. No punishment is too harsh. What about boarding is just the beginning. I'll follow them to the gates of hell. Okay, moving on then from immigration. So I found that funny. Haha. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you tune in for the next time where we talk about outlining some essays on this very topic. All right, take care.